भाई तुम डिवीजन 2 पर है। भाई बहुत ही बढ़िया, तुम 2 नंबर पर है। डिवीजन 1 मार देगा ना। चलिए आज के फास्ट मैच चालू करता है। छोटे बहनों नया है, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर देना, एक लाइक कर देना भाई। सुबह बोलो 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 भाई, बोलो तुम बोलो। इस टीम को सब लाइक कर देना, जो जो बंद नहीं आया चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर देना भाई। कोई कोई भी डाउट है तो क्वेश्चन कर सकता हो कमेंट में।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
Oh, that's well spotted. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely feet. The ball is loose and the chase is on. PK. Baresi. Tries to play it through. Turns and goes back. Cantona.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Yaya Toure. Piqué. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Messi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's found a way past. Cruyff! And the keeper has
अरे
reacted
भाई साहब
superbly
खुद
there.
बढ़िया से
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter,
भाई
that's
जो
for
जो बोलो
sure.
नए हो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर देना एक लाइक कर देना टीम को
And we have our very first corner.
माल ओलिवन खान
They've
बहुत
played it
अच्छा
short.
गोलकीपर है ठीक है
And that's been intercepted.
अरे भाई
That's great
साहब किधर
positioning,
मार दिया
so
अरे
good
भाई
from him.
And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the
भाई
pass wasn't
डिवीजन
good
वन
enough, and
कौन
he
बंदा मार
knows it.
दिया अरे भाई साहब बहुत ही गंदा
He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cantona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mateus plays it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Over to the left. Mateus with the cross. Oh, cracking ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that pass just didn't quite work. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Kaká, he's had a shot! It's there!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going.
And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Arsenal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Oh, and Cruyff! Oh, they could be caught out. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Piqué. Nice looking ball. Knocks it into space. There's no flag. Arsenal can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Zanetti. Marquinhos. Cantona. Cruyff looking understandably energised after his goal. He's through! He's through! It's one-on-one!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
बोलो भाई बोलो वेलकम टू स्टीम जी भाई
Davids. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Zola, looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Kaká. That is lovely. Shoots! And that has been clubbed away. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. The final 5 minutes. Now who's going to be first to this? Davids. Irwin goes on a run down the left wing. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Cruyff taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. While the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through,
Cruyff is on his own. And the finish! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Irwin. Chance, surely! Hits off target and by quite a way.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Oh, good-looking ball. Quality ball. Ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply. And he was quick to react. Played towards the other side. Arsenal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neymar. Kaka has found the net here, of course. And it's Yaya Toure. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Irwin. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
For Yaya Toure. Kaka. He's found Kaka! Now, who's going to be first to this? Ah, good steal. He just read it. Neymar. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Kaka. And here's Messi. No way through, so back it comes. Now, can they get him away? Dink through. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave. See all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Arsenal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi. Yaya Toure. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Batistuta. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Cruyff. Kaká. Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now it's Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Can he finish? They just took too long getting forward.
Kaka cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Scholes. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Messi. Kaka. And there's a searching pass. Oh, important interception. Thuram is there and he can get that clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Irwin going full tilt down the left. Kaká. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing.
हाँ भाई,
And both
हाँ,
sides,
one
as it
versus
turns
one
out,
खेलेगा तुम्हारे साथ।
unable to be separated.
अभी खेलेगा ना बाद में।
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game,
CEO
despite it being
तुम्हारे साथ
anticlimactic.
on खेलेगा।
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim.
भाई अभी खेलेगा नहीं? ठीक है भाई, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो, ठीक है, और आ जाओ, मैं रूम बना रहा हूँ, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो, लाइक कर दो। ठीक है, इसको दे रहा है, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो, लाइक कर दो।
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's had a shot! An early chance, their first of the game.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Zola, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Donadoni. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Zanetti. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. No, he refuses to take the bait. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Donadoni. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he's managed to get rid. Searching pass he's played there. Deep cross.
I follow you on football, e-football. Super, bye. भाई थोड़ा नेट स्लो चल रहा है ना, इसलिए मेरे को बाहर कर दिया, ठीक है।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Irwin. And it's hoisted clear. Yaya Toure. Cafu for Messi. Messi.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Costacurta cuts it out. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Cafu, and they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball crossfield.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's tried one! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Great vision. And this is Zola. Has a shot! World class from Zola! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Davids, Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The pass has gone astray. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That pass has been well intercepted.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Kaka. Irwin. And that's been intercepted. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk averse.
हाँ भाई खेलेंगे
Arsenal
तुम्हारे साथ वन
leading
वर्सेस
1-0
वन
at the
है भाई
break.
तुम कहाँ थे इतना देर
That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well played. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He shifted it to the flank. Lovely feet. Opts to play it back. Kaka! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Kaka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And claimed it back swiftly.
There they go, hunting again.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
He went for the curler. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping. Corner then. Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And here's the chance to counter. Kaka. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now, oh, shooting chance!
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Cruyff. And the shot's on him. He's having a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, good spread. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good ball. Crossed it again. Tries a shot! They've scored! With so little time left, grandstand finish! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Cafu. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And that's it. Arsenal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way.
भाई तुम आते हो कमेंट करते हो मुझे मुझे खूब खुशी होता है ना। ठीक है तुम्हारे साथ खेलूंगा। ऐसे सपोर्ट करते रहना तुम। जल्दी जल्दी आ जाओ भाव। 37994095 मैथ रूम। जल्दी आ जाओ। भाई किधर हो? जल्दी आ जाओ भाई। गैस कोई भी खेल सकता है। क्या भाई तुम खेलेगा नहीं? खेलेगा तो जल्दी आ जाओ। भाई मैंने कितना ज़्यादा वेट किया, तुम आएगा नहीं, इसलिए मैंने मैच चालू कर दिया है। ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, इसके बाद खेलेगा। भाई वेलकम टू स्टीम। अब भाषण, हाँ भाषण करेगा इस मैच के बाद में, करेगा भाषण तुम्हारे साथ। ठीक है नया आया हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर देना भाई, तुम्हारे साथ खेलूँगा।
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building.
And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
No, he's had it taken off him. And the pass is intercepted. Camavinga going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rudiger. Passing is crisp and sharp. David Villa, and he's lost his man here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Quarter of an hour played. That's Guardiola. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pinches it off him. Still goalless at the moment. Looking for the run, and there's green grass ahead of him. He's through, it's one-on-one, and Cruyff! David Villa. Nicely shaped ball. Piqué. Howson. And Kubasi. And it's Camavinga. That's a good run down the left. For Xavi Alonso. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Gets a good foot in there. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Iniesta. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Iniesta, the man we've all come to watch. It's a searching pass. Pau Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar. Iniesta. Looking to play him in. Chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Knocks it into space. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
Oh no, what has happened here? Xavi Alonso. Lobbed in behind. Piqué. Howson.
Pretty robust defending.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, what a ball! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, that's fabulous. Guardiola hangs one in. Toure getting this one clear. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. And it's Koundé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's well positioned. David Villa! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a pretty loose pass.
Variety is the spice of football.
Can he finish? Oh, it's gone in! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Referees come over. It's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Cruyff is behind this one. And this is Cruyff. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Messi. And that is out of play. Neymar. Ball is over the line. Howson. Chouameni. Madrid finding their passes. And it's Iniesta. Oh, this is a great position. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Quality ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, good take in a good area. So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think
ब्रो आ जाओ, अब तुम आ जाओ, जल्दी आ जाना, ठीक है।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. With chance, surely! Fantastic from Kaká!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Well, how's that for a class finish? Takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And this is named chance for a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Taken back almost at once. And he's managed to get free. Now can he find a shapes to shoot? He's got a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Hullet. He's got away. Makaleli. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Now this could be and Hullet! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. The ball has bounced loose now. And now a sudden chance to counter. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Neymar. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
So, third corner of the game. And it's Henderson. And now they can spring out of defence. Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Irwin. Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played into space. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Davids. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Kaká! Bale is there to clear. Neymar. Well-timed, excellent interception. Irwin. Zola. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hullet. Irwin. Zola. Irwin. And the pass is intercepted. Great vision. Looking to play him in. And that's not going to reach. And the half-time whistle goes. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Arsenal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Pinches it off him.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Irwin. Kaká. And here's Cruyff. And Cruyff!
Cruyff really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Irwin.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Bale. Neymar. Bale puts the ball in. And that should get the job done.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Searching pass he's played there. Neymar plays it in. Van Dijk gets it away. So their fourth corner of the game. Irwin gets it away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And that's gone loose. Kaká pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And this is Cruyff.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
What? And Zola! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And yes, it's him again. Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Arsenal are coasting towards victory. And that's put paid to a promising move. Good chance here!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
It's a searching pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the defence applies the finish! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Decent chance! He scores! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where...
And that will be it. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.
Hello, bro. Welcome to Steam.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
मैं तुम्हारे साथ खेलूंगा, ठीक है?
And the mood
खेलेगा
is
खाली इसके बाद तुम्हारा
boisterous. It
सब
is a
खेलूंगा, ठीक
perfect
है।
ambience for the
नया ऐड
central
करो तो
characters
सब्सक्राइब कर दो
who
भाई।
are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goals and assists. He'll be the brains in midfield, trying.
And he's let fly. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Zola. And he gets rid in a hurry. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cruyff! It's hit the upright. And it's hit the woodwork again. Tries to play it through. Now that's well seen too. Davids. Knocks it into space. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bale. Great vision. And a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And it's Van Dijk. Aimed beyond the defence. Zola. Good driving run. And he's managed to get free. Oh, such a clever chance! Goal! Arsenal! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Takes the shot! And he can clear it away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Kaká. Robson. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Dijk. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Zola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Deep cross.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Zola. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, and Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Kaká! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely...
Zola! Goal! And this is getting better and better. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to
भाई
mind,
क्या
Peter.
हुआ मालूम
They've
नहीं,
got
ऐसे
them
में
where they
शो नहीं
want them.
कर रहा है ना, कमेंट शो नहीं कर रहा है.
And this is Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Too close for comfort. Irwin is one whose deliveries we all know about. Zola.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Robson.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Arsenal are managing to come away unscathed, admittedly with a fairly thick slice of luck.
It's just a perfect example of why they can't afford to lose the ball.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Zola. Zola has been caught there. It's a foul.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Can he finish? Could move up a gear here. Oh, what a mistake! He has found the way through. Rummenigge. And he's cut it out. Irwin. Rummenigge. Yaya Toure gets it away. Kaka. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. That has ended up in no man's land.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Irwin. Davids. Irwin going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Kaka. Kaka! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kaka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Van der Sar gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, again. And Messi! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A case now of complete control. Zola. Irwin. That's a sharp pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Henderson. Takes a shot! Rising over the bar.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Zola, out towards the flank. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And that was very necessary. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's shifting through the gears, and a shot! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So is this the start of a comeback? Kaka. Haaland might just make this. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was... Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement. Howson gets good distance on it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Can he get it through? Pau Kubasi gets it clear. Oh, what has happened here? And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, sweet feet. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. Howson getting this one clear.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Kubasi. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Messi. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. And Cruyff! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. This looks... And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid have their second corner now. Cruyff goes short. Camavinga spots it and intercepts. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Neymar. Modric. No, it's come to nothing. Camavinga. And Kubasi. Yaya Toure. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Xabi Alonso does well to... And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he's on his way. Bale! He's scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left
Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Neymar. No, he refuses to take the bait. Madrid still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Bale receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that is one way to stop him. Neymar. Well, that has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Plays a sharp little ball here, and it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side.
Chance, surely! Oh, off the bar! This time, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Modric. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And they're back on the ball. It's Neymar! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an...
Tries a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Lamine Yamal really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Tries to get it clear. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, just skips past his man. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is through here. Plenty to aim at here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And that's put paid to a promising move. That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's run loose here. Mbappe. And smartly reclaimed. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
And this is Cruyff. Iniesta. And it's Xavi Alonso. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Lyon are now forced to play the bulk of the game, a man short. Lyon already making their first change. Not what was planned, I don't think.
Look, to make a change this early, Peter, is not the norm. He seems to be unhappy about it, and I sympathise. I think he's been harshly treated.
He went for the curler. Nicely shaped ball. Played into space out wide. Nice control. Plays it across. Piqué with the clearance. Camavinga. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! Against the crossbar. Mbappe. Forlan. Aimed beyond the defence. Thinks about the shot. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Lyon with the corner. They're first. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Chouameni. Iniesta tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping.
Goes for goal!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a great pick out. He's having a shot! Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And it's Camavinga. Xavi Alonso.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nicely aimed pass. Applies the finish! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. This might spell danger. Crossed in again. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Neymar has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Iniesta. Xavi Alonso. Howson gets rid without sophistication. Knocks it into space. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Madrid still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Camavinga. Forlan. Howson. And it's Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shoots! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cruyff with the short one. Camavinga. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Toure kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Camavinga. And here's Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's gone backward here. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
They've got to throw in. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
De Jong. Into stoppage time. Very little left on it. Oh, nicely intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a
Hello, bro. Hello, bro. जो बंदा नहीं आया चैनल को प्लीज़ भाई सब्सक्राइब कर देना, टीम को शेयर कर देना।
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Well, 2014-15, and the shot! We've got a goal! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to gift it back. Koundé. He has found the way through. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Xavi Alonso. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. Tries a shot! In for the pieces! There's a goal! Barcelona are back in business! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Cruyff, great chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Crossed into the box. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Villa. He's picked his way through. No way through, so back at Bellingham! Messi, a player who needs no introduction. No, that's been intercepted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bellingham, he's beaten the chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe, he won't be happy with that one. Oh, there's the clearance. Stood up well to him there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Marvellous goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
There's the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Goes for a shot! It's there!